Audio Jungle.
Hey everybody, welcome to Lifegasm. I'm your host JP with my wonderful co-host Elle, which has already started your favorite cocktail. Grab your favorite cocktail.
Hello.
I'm drinking lemonade tonight, by the way.
With vodka. Well, mocktail. Did I say that? Mocktail.
It's a mocktail, but
You
it is.
could if you don't drink.
Anyway, favorite cocktail, smoke tail, whatever it is you want.
Smoke tail. I like that.
You're gonna need it
my
tonight.
God, that's our new thing. Cocktail, mocktail, or smoke tail. Good.
All right, what is the topic?
The topic is situationships versus friends with not versus, but friends with benefits and situationships.
So situationships
Is what you
I think
say is the new what? Buzzword or whatever.
Well, let's get into it. What
Everything
is
has a label.
Oh, yeah. What is a situationship? Yeah, I agree. I agree with myself.
Okay, it's kind of okay. A situationship is when you have a casual but committed romantic relationship. And what is meant by committed is that you agree with communication, very strong communication, that you're just sleeping with each other, nobody else. Well, why are you silent?
Well, because we've talked.
What do you mean that we haven't?
I'm
talked
trying
about it.
to
We're talking about it
comprehend
now.
this. I'm trying to
Okay,
understand.
So
because,
and
yes.
a lot of
All right, wait.
people have this.
So this is a relationship
yes,
where
but it's usually temporary, of course.
okay, but it's a relationship.
Yes.
And let's put this out there first, because I think we're going to disagree a lot. And if there's anything that we can get messages on or comments, this is one. Because I think we're going to be told that you or me or both are wrong. But
We're not wrong. That's the definition.
well, you're never wrong.
No.
All right. So a situationship is what? You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
You're sleeping together. You're having sexual and you're
Yeah. You
everything,
hang out, you
but
date,
you're
you
not-
go out, you hang out.
okay. So
You don't really have a label of boyfriend and girlfriend, but you might, some people do.
But
in
you're committed.
situations. Yeah, and you agree not to sleep with anyone else, but it's usually temporary. Like, this isn't the one. So
why is that not just called a relationship? That's my question. No, because you
I don't
just
know.
started.
Why don't you ask the
No,
people
but
who
you
made up the
started.
word?
That's my problem. It's like
Right.
everything we do today can't just be what it is. It's like, oh, well, we need to put a label on that. Let's give it a name.
Well-
Let's make it more exciting and more
Right.
interesting.
Exactly.
It's a relationship. And when it doesn't work anymore, then it's over. But
I see.
no, that was a
That's
situationship.
a good, you know what?
Oh, really?
Ah.
Really? Hey, JP finally
5
may
points
have
for-
come through.
5 points with JP.
All right. But what's the I like it. Thank you. I'll take it.
Okay.
What's the difference?
Okay. So friends.
Why call it a No, let's not get into that yet.
Okay.
Let's get back to that's a definition, your definition, or the
It's not my
definition
definition. It's the
of a
definition.
situationship.
Correct.
You're in a relationship. You're having sex. It's everything normal.
You're emotionally connected.
Right? You're
Yeah.
in a relationship.
Yes.
You're just
It's temporary,
okay.
and you kind of both know that going in.
So maybe that's the difference. Is you both know this
No.
isn't going anywhere?
This isn't the one. Just like I just said, it's not the one. You're having fun. You are emotionally connected. You have fun.
All right, well, let me tell you something. I've been in a relationship where I thought that, and then as I progressed through the relationship, I thought, maybe this is the one. So you don't know that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I guess situationship.
All right, so fine. You're in a
enter into
situationship.
Love and marriage.
So I don't understand. My first problem
Hmm.
is, and I've said this before, we label everything. So you put a label on it. Okay, fine. It's a situationship. Does it work? Why are you in it? What's the point? If it's a situationship, who calls it that for one?
There's a lot of people. There's
No, but I mean, if you're in it, are you calling that, or is that something you call it after the fact?
Yeah, you might I might call it to tell my girlfriends or my guy friends.
So you say I'm in a
I'm
situationship.
in a situation.
So if you're saying that to your girlfriends,
yes.
why
Here
are
we
you
go.
saying that though? Because you're saying I'm in a situationship.
Yeah.
So you're in a relationship with a guy.
Yep.
You're committed to him.
Yep.
You're not sleeping with anybody else.
Nope.
You're not dating anybody else.
Right.
But yet you're telling your girlfriends it's a situationship. So why? What makes it that? Because you know it's not going anywhere.
There's no talk about future plans, but you have an emotional connection. You have a sexual connection. You have a daily connection of, your daily life. So what do you mean?
So, all right, my question to that is if you have these connections, why isn't it going anywhere?
Because there's something about that person that you can't be with them for the rest of your life. That's it.
He's poor. That's what it is. He doesn't make enough money.
It might be.
It might be. That's the only thing I can come up with.
No, that is not the only reason.
No, I can hear you right now. God, he's amazing. I love him. We're great in bed. He just doesn't make enough money.
No,
that's a situationship.
It could be he doesn't give me enough to fill my love tank. Huh. Right? Lily Lightning?
Okay, fine. But again, and I don't want to. We won't spend a lot of time on this. But again,
you keep going around in circles.
Well, because I tell you why. I heard my daughter mention a situationship.
No, you didn't.
And I thought,
what?
You've got to be kidding me.
No.
And I said, where does this come from?
And what did she say?
I don't remember because I stopped listening. Because I heard situationship and I'm like, this is crazy.
You need to ask
I
her.
know. No, but I don't understand. So, because...
That's it. There's nothing else to understand. I just spelled it out, black and white.
All right, fine.
All right?
Fine. Right. So what used to be called a relationship is now a situationship. And...
No.
Fine, whatever. All right.
A relationship, you usually, when you're dating someone, your boyfriend and girlfriend, you have a romantic relationship, emotionally a relationship. You talk about future plans. You talk about...
so this is just stagnant.
Maybe we'll move in together.
Right.
Maybe we'll get married. Maybe, but in a situationship, you do not discuss those things usually.
All right. So my idea of what a situationship was, and roll your eyes all you want, because here JP goes on his little fucking tangent. Is I thought a situationship was two people that were together, and one was more involved than the other. There was nothing else going on. They thought that they were having fun. And then one got more connected than the other. And then it kind of became a situation. That's what I always thought the situationship was, because they never really talked about it. But now I'm learning that I'm wrong.
Situationship, you have the communication about it.
Okay.
However, we're going to get into friends with benefits.
Well, so that's where it leads to. So not leads to, but
right. That's a different
That's the difference.
Right.
So,
that's a difference. Right. That's the difference.
So a situationship, just to be clear, can work until it doesn't.
Correct. Like anything.
And I for everybody out there, if you want to call it a situationship, by all means, call it whatever you want. I call that a relationship, but that's just me because I'm old school and I'm a prude, which we discussed earlier. I will give you a story though of what I could.
Give me a story time.
Well, because now that I think about it, I may have been in a situationship.
I'm sure you have been.
No, I'm trying to think. Now that
I think you definitely have been.
Go on.
A few years ago.
Well, so I dated a girl.
Right? A few years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were having fun. We hung out. It was just me and her, it was whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I think I said, look, this isn't really going to go anywhere.
Right.
But we really enjoy each other's company.
Okay.
So
you were in a situation.
Well, now that I'm listening and thinking, so then, but it didn't end well. Because but that's where I was going is we were in this relationship, which I knew wasn't going to go anywhere. We had talked about it. I thought we understood that. Mm-hmm. And then one time
she caught more feelings and
wanted more. And I said, I thought we talked about this. And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
And it didn't end well.
And that happens. Yeah.
Well, apparently that's what I'm learning in a situationship, whatever. So, okay, fine. Okay. But I thought that was more of a friends with benefits.
No.
Because we had said.
No.
No?
No, friends with benefits, you do communicate like that. Yes. It's kind of an understanding. Go ahead.
See, I think it was a friends with benefits that turned into a situationship.
Well, that can happen.
All right,
Mhm.
because
Yes, that can happen.
and granted, I've never had a friend with benefits ever.
Okay.
I many times wish I would have
Right.
or
That's
could,
basic. Yeah.
but
Okay.
I've never had one.
Hmm.
So we'll take your
How do you
stories
know?
for that. Um, but I think
What's a?
given the time we were friends,
Mm-hmm.
we enjoyed each other,
Yeah, you just said that.
we hung out,
Yeah.
and we had benefits,
Right.
and that's what I thought it was because I wasn't seeing anybody else. I wasn't. She didn't.
Right. Right. That's a situationship, John.
Oh, that was a friends with benefits.
No, it wasn't.
Because I could have gone out with other people had I wanted to.
Oh,
That's the discussion we had. I just didn't.
You didn't say that. No,
I just
you did not
didn't.
say
And
Okay.
neither did she.
that. Okay.
But had she or had I, it would have been fine.
Okay.
But then it turned into
it
this.
was a little bit more than friends with benefits, I think.
Oh,
Anyway, friends with benefits. While we're talking about it, because
all
you
right.
have this
Well, that's what leads into it.
confusion. Friends with benefits is basically somewhere between dating and being at friendship, but it's basically sexual.
I disagree.
You're friends, but you have sex.
That I agree with.
But
But you're not dating.
You're not. No, you're not really dating. You
You're
might
just
hang out.
friends.
You hang
Right,
out.
you're friends.
As friends, and you might call each other on the phone, see what you're doing.
Hey, it's
you
like,
know,
hey, I'm
stuff
sitting here
like
on a Friday night. I'm bored. What are you
yeah,
doing?
what are you
Nah,
doing?
nothing.
Yeah.
Why don't you come over? Let's
Come
watch
over,
a
watch a
movie, fuck,
movie,
and
and
whatever, and go home.
Exactly.
Right. That's a friend with benefits.
Correct.
Right.
And there is no commitment.
None.
You can fuck whoever you want all day, all week long.
Which is exactly why I've never had one.
Okay, so that is friends with benefit. That's basically a booty call a friendly booty call.
It is with
Being friends with the person that you have your booty call with.
all right, and so right, I agree with that 100%.
Great. Oh,
and but the beautiful, I agree with you sometimes. The beautiful thing about that,
yes,
and I think I know some people who have these, but they don't admit to it.
Right.
It is a friends with, if it's a true friends with benefits, it is a true understanding that we're friends and we like to fuck around. We enjoy each other in that way. But we understand that there is absolutely no commitment,
correct,
or attachment of any kind.
That's what I just said. Correct.
No, but that's what I'm saying is and then it's like, all right, fine. And then when you meet somebody or they meet somebody, then that's over.
Correct.
Unless that person is okay with it, but that's over.
Correct.
So here's what I find interesting. And this is sometimes what I struggle with. Because of the world that we live in today, and we've talked about this on a lot of episodes, because of social media, because of the sex today is not what it used to be. It's like sex, it's just an act. It's something to do. It feels good. There's no connection. That is what I think people have, and I was actually just talking to somebody about this with their son. It's just an act. It's just sex. It doesn't mean anything.
With their son? What? Wait.
I was talking to a mother.
Yeah.
We were talking about their son because she was saying, I said, your son's having sex. She's like, I just learned that. And I said, yeah, I'm not even there, but I could tell you that. Point is, kids today are having sex as just something to do.
But that's
it's almost out of boredom.
Yeah, that's
or it's out of just, let's experiment. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess it's friends with benefits.
That is friends with benefits.
Yeah.
And so
And
so let me ask you a question. If you're dating somebody and you had a past lover that didn't work out and the, relationship aspect of it, but you guys got along well, you were friends, you just knew that you didn't work together.
Right.
So you knew it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Right.
But you had great sex. And so you would meet every so often, you'd go out for drinks, and lo and behold, you'd have sex, and it was fine.
That's friends with benefits.
Right. So then you meet somebody that you're getting serious with. I know I'm boring you, and I'm long, drawn out.
No, we just said you're repeating yourself.
No, I'm getting to my question. You're with this new guy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't necessarily meet your needs sexually, but you really like him.
Okay.
So then there's that little
I see
demon in the back of your head going, God, I'm really fucking horny, and this dude he hit my spots. So, hey, what are you doing? Why don't you come over? You have a little rendezvous with old guy,
Yeah.
and new guy doesn't need to know about it because
Right.
there's no emotional connection with the old guy. It's just sex.
But the
to
new
meet
guy,
your
is
need.
there an emotional connection? And what kind of relationship have you agreed on? What is the
No, he
communication
doesn't
there?
know, and the agreement is it's me and you.
So you're cheating. That's called cheating.
Is it?
Yes.
Because
It's cheating. What the fuck
I
is wrong
agree.
with you?
But I think everybody fucking does it.
Oh, Jesus.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, not everybody does that.
Have you ever done that?
No. I don't cheat. I don't cheat. I don't cheat.
Here's the question.
I don't cheat.
When do you determine it's cheating? Because it's easily
If I am
blurred.
I am with a boyfriend. I am in a. You're fucking this up. If I am with someone who's a boyfriend, who we're in a committed relationship, and he is my boyfriend, I am his girlfriend. We are planning future together. We hang out all the time. We love each other. Whatever. And the sex is not 150% off the charts. I am not going to cheat. I'm either going to make a decision. Do I want to stay with this guy? Do I need the sex that much? Because he feels everything else. He checks off all the other boxes. No, I'm not going to cheat on him. I'm either going to break up with him or I'm going to stay in that relationship and deal with it. That's it. That has nothing to do with friends with benefits and situationships.
All right.
That's cheating.
I agree. I just think, why are you getting so upset?
Because we're not talking about cheating. We're talking about friends with benefits
But-
and situationships.
Right.
There's no cheating involved.
Okay, I'm just asking. Here's my question. If you have a friend with benefits, does it not get hard to stop that?
What do you mean by that?
It means if you have friends with...
Okay. I have a friends with benefits. I've had many situations like this. I had a friends with benefits, and I met a guy who I really liked.
Why are you getting so upset?
Because you're being, I'm not going to say stupid, but close to it. Okay, so I meet a guy who I really like, checks off all the boxes, and I'm like, ooh, I want him, let's see where this goes. And we start dating, and then it gets, stronger feelings, and we go on and on. And then I'm like, I got to get rid of the fucking friends with benefits now because I got this guy. I got my boyfriend. So I obviously
my question is...
I met somebody. I got to move on.
So my question is, it's just that easy. You can do that.
Yeah, of course you can.
Really?
Of course you can.
I don't know that everybody can.
It's friends with benefits. Who gives a fuck? It's sex.
All right. Why do you get so upset with me?
Because you're not listening to me you're not listening to me about what is friends with benefits and what situationships. You're getting into something that's totally different. That's cheating. That we're not talking about that.
No,
we're not talking about that.
What I was asking.
Help me out, Lightning.
What I was
Help me
asking
out, please.
is if you have friends with benefits, that can be a very convenient relationship.
Correct.
So I
Because
think
it's not a relationship.
that's my point. So I think
It is, but it isn't. Right.
So I think it can be difficult. Not many people.
Let me tell you, friends with benefits, someone always catches feelings, first of all.
All right.
It's usually the woman.
First of all, not many people, or in my circle, have friends with benefits. That's not most people have a relationship that's a friends with benefits. That's not an everyday thing.
Okay.
It's not.
Not in your world, but
Exactly. Okay. So
I know a lot of people.
Okay.
Okay.
So my question is the connection I'm making, and I got to tell you, you're making me mad, Elle. And this is why
You're
I
fucking
can't
making me
stand. I know my
furious.
hands are blurring.
You are not listening to me.
I'm listening. You don't want to listen to what I'm saying.
All right,
What I'm
get
saying.
to the fucking point.
What I'm saying is friends with benefits is not an everyday normal thing. So if you have a friends with benefits relationship, that's actually a crazy interesting relationship. And then you meet somebody that you want to be with, but yet they don't meet your sexual whatever, and this guy did. How hard is it to say, because it was so easy with the friends with benefits, to just say, I'm not doing that anymore? Because I'm going to call bullshit and say it's not that fucking easy.
Yes, it is.
Bullshit.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, it becomes cheating, But if you have a friends with benefits relationship,
But I don't cheat, so
well, because you're just all holy out. You're the
no, it has nothing to be with holy. It has to be with
all right, well, that's
having
you.
integrity.
I can promise you.
Integrity.
All right, well, I can promise you a lot of people out there don't have integrity. So if I'm dating somebody and they're had a friends with benefits, am I going to think, abso-fucking-lutely yes, because that's what people do. Because they sit at home, they're on their phone. It's like, God, I fucking miss that because there was no connection. There was no commitment. That's what people like. It's that I don't want that. It muddies the water. I don't want a commitment. That's why friends with benefits is nice.
Right.
It's like, just come over. Let's have fun. Go home.
Right.
I don't have to talk to you tomorrow.
But you are saying if you you meet somebody, you want to be in a
hard thing they let go of.
It is not.
Depends on how good the new relationship is.
Well, that's what I'm
If
saying.
the new person sweeps you off your feet, fine.
Sweeps you off your feet, checks all the boxes. We already had this conversation.
If they don't, then you're fucked.
Well, if you don't, that doesn't even make sense.
Then you find yourself back in a situationship. See the circle? See how it all? Do you see how this all works? It's bullshit.
You're out of your fucking mind. You're in your head way too much.
Oh,
JP,
it's like a prison. You can't fucking get out of this fucking thing. I deal with it every fucking night.
Abby.
Yeah, I look for the key. It
Oh,
doesn't exist.
Jesus. Oh, my God. Where did you come from? All right. Anyway, friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Friends with
Thank you.
benefits.
Some people might understand me. And if you do, by all means, please help me and respond or DM or do whatever.
Send us your DMs and your questions, please, dear God. Okay. And your opinions, because we need them on Facebook, Insta, wherever. Okay. Friends with benefits. Here's the one point I wanted to make. In situationships, they both, unfortunately and badly, usually 90% of the time, because somebody catches feelings and they want more.
Right. Well, that's what happened in mine.
And that's what happened with you.
And I agree.
So
it's a hard thing to keep disconnected.
So it's really not a good idea.
It's not. But nobody goes into things thinking that it's all about the here and now. This is fun. It works.
Right.
But yeah, it very rarely does that ever end up.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a
you
story time.
Well, let's hear it.
Really quick. I had a relationship, a boy who was my boyfriend for 2 years, and it started out as friends with benefits. But that only lasted like 1 or 2 months, and like boom, we were like head over heels, and so we decided no more
seeing anybody else,
seeing anyone else. It's just you and me, and we were together 2 years.
And you talk long-term plans?
Yes.
And
But he turned out to be a crazy narcissist. So you know how to get rid of him. So anyway, yeah. So that does that.
So it could end.
Yeah,
I mean, it didn't end
Yeah.
well eventually, but it
But,
could lead into. Well, and I believe that. I think at some point when the pressure's off, it allows people to be more comfortable. It allows people to be themselves.
Yeah.
So if you're going into it
does.
thinking there's no
It does.
pressure, this is
Yeah,
just
it's
fun.
great.
Then it allows. And I think
it's all temporary.
And I think that opens people's minds and hearts to being free, which can be a wonderful thing. Because when you go into a relationship, there's pressure. And pressure ruins everything. So no, it does. It's like
so does cheating.
Well, anyway, all right. So
wrap it
yeah,
up.
give us a quote, will you? Yeah, I mean, fuck.
Oh my God, you must have drove your fucking mother crazy.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
God, I was. Holy
shut up. All right. Gasm of the day, life gasm of the day, gasm
So-
of the day, quote of the day. Let's play friends with benefits and see who catches feelings. That's cute.
What?
Yeah. Because it always happens. Somebody catches
All right. Well, if you,
I just said that. Anyway, where can everybody find us?
Well, by all means, you tell everybody. I thank you for having me on. I am, and I'm sorry that
Such an asshole.
I
Really,
speak my opinion.
No, you did.
No, I'm sorry. I think for myself. I know most women don't want a man who thinks for himself.
Oh my God.
So you can find us everywhere. Instagram at lifegasm_podcast.
Correct.
YouTube, maybe.
Lifegasm Podcast.
Lifegasm
on
Podcast.
YouTube.
Facebook,
Facebook.
Spotify, everywhere you listen to your favorite
Facebook is
podcast.
Lifegasm Podcast.
And then Apple, everywhere else.
Which people can send us questions and comments and stuff like that. And TikTok, Lifegasm_podcast. We just started that. What are we missing? And Apple and Spotify.
Pretty much everywhere.
And please like, follow, download. All right.
Do it.
Thank you.
All right. Goodbye.